Yeah, so I've always been told by I don't know, other adults or just even like some of my friends in general, but that after college it's like really hard to, meet new people, make new friends and be in the sort of same environment sort of. And yeah, it's definitely a lot harder for people, definitely like introverts have a hard time socializing with people, not having that day-to-day sort of interaction. And yeah, so I'm here out in like Arkansas, and I still haven't really met anyone to hang out with, and I don't know. It's kind of, I mean, I guess the human mind is interesting, and we are all social creatures to some degree, and without some sort of social interaction, things get kind of wonky. But I don't know. It's something I kind of always struggled with, and yeah, and yeah, I mean, I guess like I'm naturally introverted, but I have no problem talking to people. But I don't know. I don't know the process to really count someone as a friend. Is it just when you count them as a friend? Is it just contacting them constantly, or is it just like having someone to hang out with if you ask them to hang out or something? Probably just overthinking it. I mean, just need to go to the gym. Work out one day, meet someone cool, hang out at the gym, and yeah, um, meet someone up for dinner, meet someone up just to chill, go to the coffee shop or something, or someone meet up at Barnes and Nobles to talk to, and just have someone sort of talk to face. I mean, just I don't know. It's interesting. Our minds tend to overcomplicate things to some degree, and just talking things out helps me out a bit. Not sure if this will help anyone else out, but so basically, I'm just trying to post more videos, stay consistent. But I still haven't. I don't know. I still have been really crazy procrastinating and trying to find any good idea. Just struggling to really I don't know put the effort in because I don't know. A lot of things they strangely enough cause me to not take action is just loneliness. And sort of I don't know self pity, loneliness, and all the other stuff, and trying to compensate for that. And instead of pursuing a hobby and doing something to occupy my time, um, mine does some weird things where I tend to I don't know do things I don't particularly enjoy. Sometimes I watch a bunch of videos or play a mindless game just to drone out how lonely I'm feeling. And yeah, but it is something they need to come over with, especially when you're adult. I mean, it's a natural feeling, and you got to. I mean, even your contact people from a distance. I mean, it's not the same thing as knowing someone in person. So, I mean, I could probably do it. I mean, I could probably just go to the coffee shop to go talk to somebody, or just find some activity or event to go to. Probably isn't that big a deal, but something. So, I mean, crazy enough is I had some conversation with somebody about YouTube or whatever, and whether it's practical or not for I don't know for anybody, and can anybody actually go viral. But the way I like to think of YouTube is kind of like the idea of trying to get a six pack, right? So a lot of people want a six pack, but not most people aren't willing to put the work into it. So there's a big difference knowing theory of what you need to do and then actually doing what you got to do. And a lot of people sort of loosely follow some vague sort of exercise routine and vaguely try to exercise without having a set definite plan that they know is going to work and seeing someone do it before. So I mean, I don't know. And yeah, I feel like so much of my life is very depicted by me vaguely trying to change the goal, but never fully committing and really like choosing a very specific, directed idea that's in my mind, and the long term commitment to try to actually excel and do better in what I'm doing and actually pursue it to a degree where I'm actually competent and I can actually, perform, the things that I want to do. The funny thing is, a lot of times, like, I pursue some hobbies and, like, I do them, but, like, I don't 100% enjoy them, but, like, I do them because, like, I think that, people like me more for it and be more relatable. The problem is I don't feel too passionate about it, so like it's kind of hard to be relatable because like I don't really care about them. I just want to talk, have stuff, so like I can talk to other people about. And it's definitely a really bad habit. And I don't know. I mean, you do want to impress other people, but it is important to find happiness with yourself. And they say that your happiness is like dependent on others. Then you'll be very happy. So maybe I'm just still searching for a sense of self satisfaction. Or maybe just have no idea what I'm doing. So, I mean, that's typical. I mean, young, so. But even if you're young, I mean, you still need to know, have some idea of where you're going, or else, you go nowhere. But, it feels like my life's always been in a constant drift. And occasionally I like catch the wind and set sail towards a certain direction, like land internship here in Arkansas or whatever, or like just passing through the semester, even though I'm not really trying the hardest I should be, and I don't really know what like I'm supposed to do. I mean, is it like are you supposed to follow your impulses and do the thing that you want to do based off your impulse? What happens if you have a bad impulse and he's leading you astray, or maybe like you know, happy during the semester is like you get obsessed with like a girl and you should have been studying and that's what you should have been doing, but that's not what you actually did. So and yeah, I mean you say you wouldn't regret it, but like I mean, would it be more ideal to like make everything work out and still meet a girl you like and not bomb your test the next day? And the wackiest thing is sometimes like your mind is like you can control your mind, but sometimes your mind's state of flux is sort of like a slow, gradual change. But like each time, I mean, I get some sort of distance. I keep on quitting because like I feel like I'm not making enough progress, or the things I'm doing is not working, or like plateauing. And this time, I really want to like power through it and just like don't give up, like hardcore. Like a friend of mine who's like been dieting for like forever, like almost like entire year, or posting like a video every single day. Even it's like a really cruddy video like this, just the idea of like having the consistency to enjoy and do what I'm doing to a certain degree is enlightening. And yeah, oh man, this would be a freaking pain for whoever watches this video because like this is just me on free thought, and I guess this is really more for me than for other people. Um, Honestly, the YouTube thing, like, I think a lot of it's sort of driven by like sort of money. So the idea of like enough money, I can do the things I want to do and have all the free time, and life is gonna be spiffy. But like life isn't roses. I mean, if you can't live your ideal life right now, it probably means that there's something wrong with you in a personal or confidence or some sort of level where you still haven't really hit a certain benchmark in which you can achieve the things that you're set out to want to achieve, I guess. And I also think you have a pretty good life without blah blah blah. Don't work the 9 to 5 or blah blah blah. You open your own business. I feel like just one of those business like pitch things that sort of do just like sell like their online program or sell a book or something. Just to sell you the dream so they can live the dream, right? So I think it's kind of wacky. I mean, I'm not sure I'm a big fan of that kind of marketing. Um, I'm sure it does help like a fraction of the people. Like, oh man, maybe like 1 or 2% out of like all the people who read it like actually became successful and like took those things to heart. But like realistically, I mean, it's really a process to try to change somebody to really make some a significant change in their personality or a significant change in their lifestyle. And I'm not sure it's just a problem with me or just a problem with a lot of people. It's like a lot of people have like a lot of abstract goals. I mean, like you know, like you don't know what you want to do, but like, do you actually don't know what you want to do? The question is, how true are you to your like true desires? And okay, that's an interesting topic, right? How true are you to your true desires? So, like maybe like you say your true desire is to I don't know smash TV or get angry and like I don't know. So let's paint the scenario and say like you're not feeling too good, right? So like you could take something like that out of context, and out of context, staying true to your true desire. That means like maybe you like you don't like your life, well I don't like my life. Let's take from personal experience, and I just didn't feel so good, and I thought like hey maybe I'll, like jump off a bridge or something, and that's no good, right? I mean, stupid. But like, during certain moments, I mean, that's like the impulsive sort of constant nagging feelings that your brain sort of like, overcomes like every single thing that you're thinking about. And it comes to a point where it's like you're so unsatisfied that like you just don't want to deal with it. I mean, we live a life in which there's so much comparison between other people. It's kind of hard to be happy when you see someone else doing better than you, right? So, I mean, I guess that's normal. And yeah, I mean, it's really easy being happy, but like, Buddhism is the idea of like happiness comes within itself. So, I think you need to be satisfied and happy where you are, but like, you shouldn't be unhappy because you don't have the things that other people have. And that's something I personally have like a lot of problem with. Like, someone's like rich or like someone has a bunch of internships or someone's smarter or someone's more popular or someone like I don't know, hangs like with a bunch of pretty girls and like here I am hanging by myself or hanging with a bunch of my dude friends or something. And just I don't know, just that sort of jealousy, really takes over your mind and it really puts a kink into things. It doesn't doesn't serve any good purpose. It just makes you miserable, makes you resent other people, and that resentment is not going to be productive to you or to anybody else. The crazy thing is, a lot of stuff we know. I mean, the answers we tend to know ourselves, but sort of like self reflection is a really neat skill in a way to really dig deep inside your mind and find some answers. And I found a couple answers just talking like this. Um, yeah. In terms of like desires, I mean, your desires tend to change like based off your emotional state. I mean, if you feel good, your emotions change, but like it takes some really strong dedication and like repetition, sort of like almost like I don't know, not brainwashing, but like true passion. I mean, for some people, I mean, I guess passion just happens where you're doing something so much and it just sort of consumes your life, and that's what all you do, right? But I don't think I have like a one singular thing, but it's sort of like once you get the momentum of success after success after success, that's when good things start to happen. Um, I think a lot of times like I tend to split my goals up too thin. So like, oh, I want to improve myself. I want to work out. I want to play some piano. I want to, I don't know, make YouTube videos. I want to make more money. I want to be better at school or this or that. But it's just, but I'm not really focused on, you know, making those action plans or making that idea become a reality. Instead, I'm so busy chasing all the other things that are not my main goal that um, I end up wasting a bunch of time. So the real question is, I mean, yeah, I mean, I do enjoy like good scenery. I mean, photography and blah 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 other stuff, but um, I feel like the interactions between different people and I don't know is one of the best parts. And the weird part is like sometimes when I interact with other people, I am making friends. I end up being like end up like stop having fun, and then I was like, wow, I should be productive right now. I can go make some YouTube videos or go play the piano, or it's like when you play the piano, then it's like, oh man, I feel lonely. I should have hang with some friends. And I wonder if I mean there is a good balance. I mean like you know someone plus like they're pursuing the same hobbies and ideas that you are, so there's some sort of like incommonality type deal there. So maybe still haven't found the right crowd, or maybe I'm too busy trying to do things that I don't like doing, just so that I can find somebody to hang out with or meet, right? So yeah, that is definitely something. Got to find out what I actually like doing. And thing is, even though I can find something I like doing, right? I mean, like, I guess as a guy, and then I mean, some people like learn to control it. Maybe like I just don't have discipline. I mean, for me, it's like pervasive. Really want a girlfriend. Want to meet somebody, meet a girl. Have a good time, and I guess like that's sort of like pervasive thought. Goes into my head, and also like the jealousy for him because like you see so many dudes, you're like seems like a piece of cake for them, or see things online and you're like, wow, that's the ideal lifestyle. Why can't I live that lifestyle, right? Hmm. Yeah. So honestly, don't have any answers. Just asked a bunch of questions. And the thing is, some of the best answers come from within yourself. And maybe I'll find the answers. And at the very least, I know I finished this video. So at least that's one perk for today. Um, Hopefully I can get all of, like the check marks of major things I have in check. Maybe I just need to shrink the size of the stuff I'm doing. Definitely also take more notes on self improvement principles and how I can try to use that to change different parts of my life. All right, that's the end for this video, and catch whoever's bother to watch a 22 minute video. Wow, thanks, but it must have been super boring because I just sort of just zoned out.